If your gaming PC sounds like a jet and still runs in the 80s and 90s, you do not need another generic put more fans tutorial. You need a calm, real-world checklist that actually fixes hot and noisy in the right order with the hardware you already have. That is what we are doing here. First, stop guessing and read real time. Install a simple monitoring tool and watch CPU and GPU temperatures, plus fan speeds, during a normal gaming session. Do not stare at idle numbers on the desktop. Look at a heavy match or benchmark. If your CPU is spiking into the 90s or your GPU is banging into its thermal limit, you have a cooling or airflow problem, not just bad luck. Next, open the case and look for the obvious villains: dust and fan direction. Clogged filters and carpets of dust on heatsinks turn any cooler into a space heater. Clean front filters, blow dust out of the CPU cooler and GPU heatsink, and wipe the blades. Then check the arrows on the fan frames. Front and bottom fans should pull cool air in, rear and top fans should push hot air out. If you have fans fighting each other, you are literally stirring a hot soup instead of flushing it. Once airflow direction is sane, fix the case tunnel. You want air entering cleanly at the front, flowing across GPU and CPU, and leaving at the back and top. Hide cables behind the motherboard tray, move big bundles away from the center, and avoid blocking the front fans with drive cages or random boxes. The smoother the path, the slower your fans can spin for the same cooling. Now look at your CPU cooler. Stock coolers on hotter chips are loud by design. A decent tower air cooler with a bigger fin stack and a quiet fan can drop tone and noise together. If you already own one, reseat it. Remove the cooler, clean off old paste, apply a fresh thin layer, and remount with even pressure. An uneven mount or dry paste can cost you 10 degrees for free. Fan curves are the next big win. Most people either run everything at full blast or leave factory defaults that ramp aggressively. Go into BIOS or your fan control software and build curves that keep fans slow at idle, then ramp gradually from, for example, 40 to 70% as tone climb. Sudden jumps are annoying. Smooth curves make the PC feel calmer even under load. On the GPU side, undervolting is your secret weapon. Modern cards are shipped hard, chasing benchmarks. A small voltage drop can lower temperatures and fan speed noticeably while keeping almost the same FPS. Use your GPU tuning tool. Lock in a slightly lower voltage for your usual clock, and test in your main game. If you keep 80 to 90% of the performance with much less heat, that is a huge win for noise. Combine that with a smart FPS cap. If you let your GPU render unlimited frames in menus and lightweight scenes, it will slam power draw for zero real benefit and spin fans up like crazy. Cap your frame rate just above your monitor refresh or at a comfortable number for your hardware. And turn on adaptive sync if you have it. You will see smoother frame times and lower noise at the same time. Power supply and case choice also play into this. A cheap PSU with a tiny shrieking fan will be loud no matter what. A better, more efficient unit with a semi-passive fan mode will often sit silent during light work and ramp gently under gaming loads. For the case, mesh front designs make silence easier because your fans do not have to scream to pull air through a glass wall. If you are stuck with a very closed, bad airflow case and cannot replace it yet, do the best with what you have. Make sure every available intake is actually open. Remove unused drive cages blocking the front, and prioritize a strong front intake plus a rear exhaust. Even in a mediocre case, a clean path beats random fan spam every time. Do not forget the room itself. If your PC is stuffed into a closed cabinet or wedged against a wall with no space at the back, hot air just recycles. Pull the case out, give it breathing room behind and above, and if possible, keep it slightly below ear level so fan noise is less direct. Sometimes moving the box 30 centimeters changes your whole experience. Finally, be realistic. The goal is not, I can never hear my PC under full GPU load. The goal is, at the desktop, it disappears, and in gains it is a low, steady whoosh instead of a screaming hairdryer. If you clean dust, fix airflow direction, tidy cables, tune fan curves, undervolt the GPU, cap FPS, and give the case space, you will get there on most modern builds without changing every part. And when upgrades do make sense, you will know why. A better case for airflow, a quieter PSU, or a stronger CPU cooler will stack on top of the good habits you already built. If this checklist helped you see a clear path from hot and noisy to cool and sane, follow and subscribe for more grounded PC cooling and building guides.